I'm gonna ask you some multiple choice questions here. You can choose each or. If you want to explain why, you can. If you just want to give a one-word answer and move on to the next one, we will. But I'm gonna give you some fun, just off on questions. This or this, right? Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson, 100%. I've actually, I maybe I'll get flack for this. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Prince. I'm not saying anything about him being not good. I've just personally, I've never just like been a huge fan of Prince, whereas I love Michael Jackson.
Got you. See, it's two different people that I asked that question. It's two different. Like, Michael Jackson is like, there'll never be nothing like that again. But just seeing people that are like into both or not into both, I understand people's why they're not into either side. Most people pick Mike, but for the people that picks Prince, they're more into like the artistry, instrument type of things. And Mike's gonna give you a whole show. Mike's gonna give you everything. Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Just because more of a throw. It's funny too, actually. I'll probably give it to MJ, even though same thing. I don't know why, but man, I was not the biggest Michael Jordan fan at all growing up. And I think it's just because he was so good and everyone loved him so much. I had to be like the yin to the yang. You know what I mean? I got to not. But that being said, though, too, I went to a Laker game shortly after Kobe passed too, and man, was it just like being there watching it? It was just so apparent how much better LeBron James is than like everybody else.
Everybody else, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
It was like, because they're all pros, they're right? But like, it was just so very observant how he's like, oh yeah, this guy like is so much better than everyone else. It's crazy.
Let me ask you this. Who was your first hero that you met in life? Like the first hero that, like your bucket list of heroes you met in life. Who's that first person that you met?
That I met? Oh, yes. Man. I mean, to you more so because he became more of a hero figure because I idolized so much of wrestling and he did so much for me influentially. I guess it would have to be Chris Kanyon just because I didn't really meet a whole lot of people growing up too. And even then, like we grew up, not very well off whatsoever. So like I didn't really get to go to like many places or many shows. And I grew up in Chico, California, which is a small little, town up north. So there wasn't a whole lot of anyone that was like more of a hero figure that like I guess I kind of looked up to. Just to answer, I thought you were gonna ask me like who was like one of my first heroes. And I remember in third grade, I was such a Bruce Lee fan. I was a huge fan of Bruce Lee.
Dude, Bruce Lee is in like my top 5 like most influential people of my life. Like I have a painting of him in my home, just simply off the fact of what he represented, and just to see how his mindset. I would love just. I wish one day I could, like in a dream world, I could speak to him in the afterlife, just to be able to see how calm he was at all times. It's just the level of patience that man had. I don't know how he got there, but he's a genius, man. For sure. He's an absolute genius.